Hey, so I got two projects I don't work on, but I also forgot to show you this because I was just like, oh my gosh, I still haven't opened this. 2024, here's the little SKU number. And there's some windows in here, but I don't think it's what I'm looking for. Like if this was more of a window and not like what it is, it'd be useful. There's motorcycles in this. So this is like that set that I bought, but it comes with a red container. And I'm trying to find the price tag. Oh, it's on the very end, of course. $7.99 as opposed to $3.99. I think the set that I bought had half as many pieces, so that about makes sense. That's about fair. So inside of here, you might have, let's see. It does say on the side, and I'm knocking over everything because the thing is so big. All right, there's 4 motorcycles, which is good because that's twice as many as the little set that I have. Here's an extra Lego piece because, well, they want you to see, just in case you just can't believe, that there's, you know, some compatibility with other things. So there's also little things on the side to keep you from breaking in and stealing. So we'll just leave that alone because there's nothing in there that I can show you. All right, here's the window I was thinking about, and this is not the guy. He just kind of fell over on it just now. There's another thing I'm working on. So I wanted to fix this, but I don't know if I'll find any blue pieces for this. I wanted to make this into a sub because those pieces right there are illegal builds, which means they are putting a lot of pressure where they shouldn't be, stressing out the plastic. I want to make the front of this into a sub. So sub to my channel. Not that kind of sub. All right. There. So I'll just take that much for now. The piece that I thought I was needing was this, and I could use this, and it could be more like a sunroof than anything. And he could just look out the front, and that could be more like a, if he needs to look up, pretend, blah, blah, blah. I could do that. Kind of fits it. All right, let's see. Plus these things, I might turn into something else, like more like hover, like propulsion systems. You know, like, pretend like they are turbines. Unless I can find some turbines. Now the set right here, this is mostly windows, things like that. So there are some windows, like this one, which is more slanted. There are also some clear doors. And then there's house windows and lots of wheels. There's also the frosted version of those things. And I'm looking actually more toward the blue ones just because, well, it's underwater, so might as well go with that theme. Red block, just because it's a red block. There is a seat. I don't think I'll need a seat, but I'd rather put that in my police station. All right, speaking of police station, this car is not ugly. It's just there's ugly parts on, like there, the back of it, things like that. So I'm looking through the pieces for it as well. Thought I'd just invite you on a little. I'm just freestyling right now. I'm not going. This is this and that. Just kind of looking for some pieces I can use. There's my Scorpion I built a long time ago. There's nothing on it I can think of to use. Like the treads on that thing. Some clear places of blue I can use. There's a blue window, just in case I don't like the other windows. Oh yeah, there's some translucent pieces. Like here's a translucent bunch of blue pieces, but I don't know. Yeah, I can't dig in one hand holding something. No, the fish is a red fish, so I don't want to mix any other colors into it. And that cop car, there's 2 different blues in here so far. Neither one of them are that blue. There's some Schwartz. There's some army colors, which are really good. There's that helicopter pieces. There's this piece, which is more shadowy color, but I don't really want to use it. All right, let's see if there's anything in here I can really use. There's one of the knights. saw a blue piece down here somewhere. Oh, it's a teeny tiny blue piece. Yeah, well, that'll put it over there. And of course, there's some red pieces that can be used to bulk out with in case I need them. There's a ninja dude. Let's see. Nope, it's all gold. Nothing really I can think about there. Here's some blue that might be that color. It can maybe somehow another. I don't know. Just trying to think. Here's a smaller blue piece. Just trying to grab some blue pieces for it. There's these pieces, which are too long for what I was wanting to do. Of course, if I had a sticker, I could just put the sticker on top of that and call it a day for that. Here's a white piece in case I don't find a white piece to cover it. To be like a license plate. You ever find it therapeutical just to put your fingers in here and squish the things around? I thought I had some blue pieces I was going to use for a cop car. Let me slide this through. Oh, I did. I did indeed. I forgot about those. So I have a whole bunch of blue pieces. My piece is right up on top of that. So I forgot about these. All right. That's the small one. There's a bigger one, which I don't even think I can get under the camera. It's twice as big as this. Twice as tall, I should say. Not twice as wide or anything else. And it's got a big old dinosaur in it. That's going to take up the most space. Okie dokie. Something about you guys. I should do this into a live video, but oh well. Now here's some interesting pieces for that thing. Here's some flower pieces. A flying madaba top thing. Here's a card that I can't figure out any pieces I would use off of that. It's all black and gray. Here's another one of his trucks. And under it, there's some more blue pieces. So a dragon thing. It might have some curved pieces. Alright. We'll leave the left. Oh my gosh, I can't speak English. Alright, so we'll leave the rest of them in there. I forgot all about these. I was going to try to build a Lego thing from scratch, a car, and I just didn't have the chassis or anything else. But, except for these chassis, which that'd be kind of cool to put my tires on that. Probably, nope, I don't see pieces on that. Alright, let's put all those pieces over there for him. Alright, this might be easier to go through this and finish off the police car first. Alright, so what I need is the opposite of this piece right here. To go in there and fill in that gap right there. But, let's see if there's any way I can actually use this. No, not really. I had to do a double male piece or something weird that I don't seem to have. Well, I think my situation is going to be the same. Here's some more red pieces for the sub. I don't really see any pieces in here that what I'm looking for. All right, what if I tried this? Like there's a piece like this and it's not diagonal, but if I put it up here, will it mess it up, the tire or anything? All right, like right here. It's the wrong color blue for one thing. But will it go in too deep and actually... it's starting to fall apart. Yeah, it's pushing off the tire too hard. It's too deep. Oh my gosh, I'm tearing the car up faster than I can rebuild it. Yeah, and if I go down with it, it won't be any much better. If only had like the opposite of some pieces. Like I can magically make them upside down. All right, well that's gonna be a fail for today. Let me put all the blue pieces back in here. I did have this chassis and I was gonna build off of it. I tried to start building it, see? Like here's a lot of interesting pieces, but nothing I can use. There's the opposite of the piece I need. All right, let's look at the submarine. Can't do this with one hand, evidently. All right, so the submarine, that piece, I had to figure out how to pull it apart to get that one piece out. The way it's sloped up here, first off, let's just go ahead and fasten that to it. I'm just putting that on there. I probably won't keep that on there. I'm just putting it on there just to make it hold on to the falsetto of it. Now, there's not going to be a way that these would work with that, so that's another problem. I can create a pseudo sub, which wouldn't have a human being in it. It would just look like this is a big window and it's like a more of a scale for a figure that's this big. So if I put him in there, I'm not going to be able to surround him with windows. Unless there's something I'm not aware of. Let's look in here for some of those windows that I saw. Nope, I don't see any way of doing that. So that, even though that looks really good like that, it's probably not going to be a possibility. Probably to go with something more like this, which looks about as good. Looks pretty good. All right, that means I have to create a bottom to it. This needs to come out so I can create some kind of cockpit for it. Again, I have another piece that would work, but it would work complementary to this. Unfortunately, those don't work together. I mean, there's no way of building into it. Let me get in the box one more time. So, when you guys get to that kind of point, do you like do, well, I just give up, or what do you do? I was hoping to find some pieces that would work. And maybe this is just not the right form. Maybe I should just go and show you a final product. Maybe you'd be more interested in that. Here's a dump truck that was kind of ugly. It's got some at least clear pieces I can maybe use. Like these. And this. And it has even some other pieces in here. I don't really need the wheel wells, obviously. Let me pull the entire front thing off of here. Alright, so that gives me some more pieces to consider. Okay. But if I put that on there, like what I'm thinking of right now, it's not going to work with the width of the arms. Like if it's only 4 bricks wide, he's not going to be able to fit in there like this. Wow, that's not even 4 bricks wide. That's actually, there's actually, So this would have to come off and have to be redone. So there's a lot more to it. So when you're building, you got to consider a lot of factors in this. You know, there's another way I can think about it. Instead of having to build something that's up and down build, what if I had one of those, like, I used to have one back in the day for they're just one large canopy piece. Kind of like putting, like this, and it's opposite together, so to speak. I'm just saying, like, it was a gray one for the space sets, and they fit figures perfectly. There's always a yellow one, and if you put them together, you would be building in a different direction then. It'd be like a clamp piece. At least it would be a submersible then. All right, so just some things to think about. So what could you think of that would actually build a cockpit on this? And I don't think that actually that's 4 bricks wide now, that's, yeah, I thought it was going to be 4 bricks wide, but it's actually not. So these are going to have to either go or be reconsidered to how they're done. So let's think about. All right, so this was kind of a bust, but at the same time, some things to think about when you're working on stuff like this.